This episode of GMK is brought to you by Devil's Gap Marina, located at the end of Matheson Bay Road on beautiful Lake of the Woods and open all year round.
Good morning, Kenora.
Happy, happy, happy day. Guess why I'm so happy?
Let me guess. Because you're here with me.
Hardly.
Oh.
It's raining.
It is raining. It's nice. It's actually.
I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It's actually kind of nice when I heard the pitter patter of the drops on my roof. I was like, you know what? This is nice. There's no snow.
And it's going to be gone. This is exactly what we needed. We needed this rain just to wash all the snow away.
Yep.
Now it's spring showers, bringing May flowers, because May is tomorrow.
You bet. It's going to be a nice May, too. It's going to be a nice few days.
I'm like so giddy.
Mm-hmm. I'm just very... The Good Morning Kenora weather is brought to you by Casey's Grill and Bar. A high of 7 today and a low of 3 with, yes, of course, rain. Tomorrow, a high of 2 and a low of -6 with some sunshine. I don't like that -6 much. But Thursday, 4 and a low of -5 with some sunshine again. So weather's going to dip down a little bit and we're going to get a little chillier. But still.
It's okay. There's rain today.
It's true. And you know what? I'm very, very happy. And my kids are happy. I got my trampoline up yesterday.
Yes, you told me that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the kids, we all had a good chance to bounce before it started to rain, which is actually really nice. So they got up this morning, the first words out of their mouth, "Can we?" It's like raining. So they're a little sad. But
Well, you know what? I actually kind of thought about you last night because I was watching, because the guy, you know how I'm usually a Dancing with Stars fan?
You bet.
I haven't been this year because there isn't really anybody on there that I'm really interested in.
Right.
But I got into my Housewives. Right?
Oh.
So Housewives of OC, so Orange County.
I don't know if I like where this is going at all.
Well, the one housewife on there that I don't particularly care about, whatever, but her and her husband just bought into a new business, and it's one of those fun, bouncy trampoline places.
Oh, yeah?
And it's like all these different trampolines, and you have this stuff where you can jump and stick to the wall, you can play dodgeball and all this stuff, and I thought about you.
Oh.
I thought, Chris Jones might be interested in doing something like this because he has his own trampoline.
I see what you're saying. I
know it doesn't really make much sense.
Well, you know what? It's better.
I was just trying to say that you popped into my head when I was at home.
Thanks. That's what I'm taking out of this because as soon as you said, I was thinking about you when I was watching the Real Housewives. I'm like, this is not going anywhere good at all. So,
well, you reminded me of a housewife. So.
Hey, perfect.
I do. I love this rain. I love the rain, and it is still a little bit chilly, but it's nice because you could. I mean, most people can't because we have to work.
That's right. And this time of season, I mean, we need the rain to clear everything up and get it all, get the sand away and get rid of the snow, and it's better than, it's better than snow. So.
It's done. We are into summer now.
Absolutely. It's going to come very, very fast, I do believe. So we're quite happy about this.
So when does, because I know a whole bunch of registrations for like baseball and stuff are starting soon. When is soccer? Well,
without delay, we're having a meeting next week, but we want to start after May long weekend.
Okay.
Traditionally, we start...
Like sign up or actually start playing?
No, to actually start playing.
So then you'd have to have your sign up before then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we're doing sign-ups a little differently this year as well. So we're trying different things. It's always been really tough because guys always want to come out and play, but you have like 5 or 6 guys or maybe 7, not enough to start a new team. Okay. And the last couple of years, the league said, well, we made a team, and anybody who wants to sign up can go play for this team. But it just doesn't really work.
But don't you already have all your teams already? Like,
yes,
you're as like, aren't you born into like some teams, kind of like, like the Centuries? Like you just get adopted and you play from when you're like 12 to like you're
the Centuries are very much like that, where they, they have their players and their kids come up and do that. Other players just, the problem is usually when the guys get out of high school, they start a team.
Right.
It's like the Stingers like that. All these guys got out of high school and they started this team,
right.
and that's the way it's been going. If somebody just off the street, like say our little Florida director here, Josh, decided that he wanted to play some soccer. Oh, really? If he just said, I want to play soccer, it's hard for him to go anywhere. You have to know somebody on the team and have a space. So,
the ones that just want to play, do they just kind of show up and you just go, okay? It's like one of those horrible things where you get picked for gym or something.
You know what? I hate to say it, but you know what? A lot of it is that we've tried. I really pushed because I want new people to join. I want new people to lead, and it's one of those really tough problems where it's like, you know, we'll help you. We'll get you on a team. We'll do all this, but then when that starts happening, you don't know any of their players, and the team really doesn't gel. So then it gets shellacked a couple of times, and some of the guys don't.
Oh, that's too bad.
So it's tough. It's a very tough problem we're in. So we have 6 teams, and that's where we're kind of go with. So yeah, we're gonna do that.
That's cool.
But speaking of things that aren't tough, we actually have a really good show today.
We have another packed show today.
We do.
They just love us. They just want to come on with us all the time now.
I know. Popular people we are.
We are.
Paula from Guys and Gals, she's on the show, as well as Deb Novak, because it is Triple Play Tuesdays.
Right.
And Sharon Smith.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sharon Smith is here. So, yeah, by the time she gets on, I have to think of some really good stumpers. I've been thinking.
For Sharon?
Yeah. She's a councilwoman. I think it's my duty as a taxpayer and a TV personality to come up with some questions that just make her sweat a little.
But you can't.
I know, she's too good.
Sharon is too good.
It's true.
She's too good.
Oh, well.
And she's a woman, so like...
You know,
and she's way smarter than us, so you can't. She could be like blowing smoke, and we wouldn't know the difference.
It's kind of true, actually. We're both a little too blonde for this.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I know Sharon, so I sort of have the inside scoop. I'll just let you like sit there and like just drown yourself, because that would be funny to me.
That's fair. I'm pretty enough to do it, so
There you go. There you go. Well, why don't we take a quick break, and we'll come right back with Deb Novak.
Beautiful blue sky.
Our skies are changing. The pollution from our cars and trucks is a major cause of climate change. It could change life as we know it. Trees help by removing carbon dioxide, but our urban areas need more trees. By planting a few trees every year, you'll help keep our skies just the way they should be, clear and blue. Trees do their part. We must do ours.
GMK would like to thank Wind and Water Interiors for being a proud supporter of local television programming. Wind and Water Interiors, 326 2nd Street South.
Welcome back, everyone. Deb, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, sorry. I'm just thinking about, we had some funny conversation in the break, and it's just sort of stuck in my head now. Thank you very much. Tracy, Tuesday, Triple Play, what's going on?
Well, had a weekend off from barbecuing this weekend. Getting ready for the next barbecue. We'll be at the home show Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We have those...
Yes, we will have our signature hot dogs.
I'll be there because I have to work the home show, so...
Oh, there you go.
I'll be there.
We'll be there Friday from 4 till 8, Saturday 11 till 7, and Sunday 11 till 3.
Awesome.
Excellent. Very, very good. Did I see, was it incorrect, on the weekend, I was at the rec center because my daughter has swimming in the morning, and I saw a bin.
Yeah, overflowing with equipment.
Yes.
I went and cleaned it out yesterday.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Whatever would fit in my car. I have to go back tomorrow and...
Was it specific stuff? Like, was it your soccer stuff, or was
There's
it...
some soccer stuff, there's some hockey stuff in there, and we've been doing some spring cleaning at the equipment room. I've got some Beaver Brace students that come. Actually, they're meeting me there at 10:30 after this.
Nice.
And we've been doing some spring cleaning and some sorting, and if anybody else is doing spring cleaning and they have some extra totes or Rubbermaid containers that they don't need anymore, please call me because we would love to have them. We've been sorting soccer jerseys and soccer socks and hockey socks and trying to put them in sizes, and I'm running out of cardboard boxes.
There you go.
And totes are handy.
Totes are handy. Yeah, we can label them, and there's no digging through boxes trying to figure out what's in the bottom.
But that's it doesn't make it like Christmas. You just don't know what you're going to get, so you just sit and you.
Yeah, but if I have a poor child looking for size small hockey socks and I can't find them because they're at the bottom of the bin, that doesn't help them.
That's right.
That's very true. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm just a boy. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I didn't say that.
No, but other people have, a number of times. So I was really happy because I went in with my daughter to do swimming and I saw the bin and it was overflowing.
It was overflowing.
So that was fantastic.
So I went and cleared one load out yesterday. I'll empty my car today when I go there, and then I'll go back tomorrow and clean out the rest of it.
Nice.
That's great.
I think at the end of the season, everybody's going through hockey equipment and saying, this doesn't fit anymore, this doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're bringing it to the rink. So yeah.
Oh, and I've been, speaking of spring cleaning, I've been doing the same thing in my basement, even with the rain, trying to find rain jackets and things. And as I was digging through stuff, going, no, where's this, where's that, where's this, I found that I do have cleats. My kids both have a set of cleats that they're not going to use. And of course, Ethan was like, I'm going to try those on. I'm like, you're not going to, it's not going to happen, kiddo. So I've got a couple pairs of cleats for you.
Great.
So
That's
as
good.
I was digging through.
You can put them in the bin at the rec center. Or you can bring them to work next week and I'll pick them up.
See, like Christmas, I'm going to surprise you. Maybe I'll put one in the bin and bring you the other one on Tuesday.
Well, unfortunately, I have no sports stuff to give you anyway. But I mean, like I've been doing some spring cleaning, and I have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be kind of like, But if people have, if you want purses or shoes or
You know what? Shopping can be a sport. So
Isn't it?
oh yeah,
Isn't shopping a sport?
it can be.
it just amazes me how like when you actually goes down to like that darkened spot, which you call like the basement and everything, where you put everything in and you think, oh, I'm just going to store that, and you get it out of the way so you can make room for new stuff. I think, people should start thinking like as soon as you start wanting to buy new stuff, just get rid of the old stuff. Don't like just pack it away because then you go like years. Like I still have boxes that when I first moved into my house like 5-6 years ago that I haven't even opened. So I'm thinking like, okay, I think it's just time to
It's time.
take them to the Salvation Army and just... There you go.
You know what you can do?
That'll be Christmas because I don't even know what's in the boxes anymore.
Just because, you may not consider this a sport, but I do. Cheerleading. Cheerleading's a big sport.
I wouldn't
And-
consider cheerleading a sport.
Well, you say you don't do sports, you don't have any. So I'm just saying, cheerleading's a sport, Tracy.
Oh, no,
and I
no,
know
no,
you
no,
have a lot of
no.
pom-poms and things, and maybe you can donate those someday.
No, I could never. I can't part with my pom-poms.
Cheerleading is a sport.
It
is a
is.
sport.
It is. It is.
It's funny. So on the weekend, we're coming up with the home show.
Yes.
It's going to be exciting. You have some volunteers coming to help you out?
I have a schedule.
Okay.
I have a few empty spots, so if anybody wants to flip some burgers or anything this weekend, they can give me a call.
Very cool.
And we can put them on the list.
Certainly. Well, and what number?
466-2785.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Very good. Well, Deb, thanks very much again. And after the home show, when's the next barbecue?
The next weekend, we're at Energy Tech for an Energy Tech charity barbecue. And I haven't confirmed the hours with Anna's yet, but I will have that information for you next week.
Nice.
Fantastic. I think I'm out of the age range, but I've got suckered in playing baseball, so I might need some gear. I'm thinking I'm out of the age range though.
I think so.
Does mental age range count? Because if that's the case, I'm in.
Then we can help you.
Yay!
Wow.
Deb, thanks very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. So we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, Councilwoman Sharon Smith, and I'm gonna grill her. I got some questions.
Okay.
The Plaza is a proud sponsor of GMK and community programming. The Plaza at 125 Main Street South.
There are a lot of ways to use a life jacket. To keep dry in the rain. Keep your beverages cool and refreshing. It's even great for relaxing. There are many ways to use a life jacket. 90% of boaters who drown don't use theirs properly. Close by isn't close enough.
Perfect. Welcome back,
Challenge has
everyone.
been made.
Welcome, Sharon Smith. The gaunt's been thrown down even before the camera rolls.
I love it. I love it. Chris goes, I don't really have any questions. Sharon goes, no, come on, bring it on. So it's like, right on. See, I told you, you don't mess with council. You know?
It's very, very true.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Sharon. How
Happy
are
to be.
you?
I'm happy to be here. I haven't been for a while, and I am happy to be here.
I know.
Absolutely.
So how do you think of the spring rain?
I love it.
I know.
I love the rain. You know, it's going to clean everything up, and it's a real sign that spring's here
Yes.
and summer's coming, and we certainly need the moisture. So it's all good. I love it.
It's very nice. I had an interesting experience yesterday. I opened up a City of the Kenora bill. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem. I can send you another one if you want.
Well, no thanks. But it had all the new city logo, like it had all the new logos on it.
The brand.
And everything else. So when I first opened it up, I was like, hey, this is really odd, damn it. So, because I saw the bill, but it looks really nice. It's, so you guys are sort of all unrolling all that, and you're getting...
Yeah, we're moving forward with the new brand and the new brand promise. Come and enjoy our 14,522 lakes and celebrate the lake life and all it has to offer. And it's more than just a lake. I always say that. It's our trails built around wetlands and our beaches and our parks. And it's more than just a lake. It's the fact we're surrounded by water. We have so many things to do. I travel, and when I come home, I'm amazed, you know, like what we have to offer here. Absolutely. We're very, very fortunate. So
really are. I was having a conversation on the weekend with a friend of mine about the brand.
you have a friend, Chris.
Okay, you caught me. I was having a conversation with a complete stranger who happened to know my name. So,
Just paying to be
but we were talking about the brand, and one of the things that we kind of thought about was the brand being, you know, the boating destination. How are you? Because we're much more than that. But this person actually said, you know, is maybe this brand sort of corralling us a little bit too much into one thing.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And we've had that conversation. And you know what? Here is our brand, and that's a start. And your brand, you've got to recognize, is only like, what, 20% of what you're really promoting out there. So, you know, it's through our activities, it's through our festivals, it's through, you know, our arts and our culture, and, you know, and it's addition to being on the water and being in the lake and being surrounded by that kind of beauty. So it really is, you know, just a starting point, and we have much more to offer than that.
Well, there you go. See? Good answer. So here's another one for you then. Okay. So speaking of the budgets that have all come out and everything, how the brand, like to rebrand everything, the cost on that, how long do you figure you're going to have to recoup? Because I mean, there's a big cost associated with rebranding.
Yeah.
So do you figure how long do you figure you're going to recoup that and make it and see if the brand is actually successful?
Well, that's going to be really hard to measure, Chris, because it's going to be an ongoing thing. But we're going to be prudent with taxpayers' dollars, and we're not going to spend that money all at once. We're going to do it as we can, you know, as vehicles come up for renewal or for painting or whatever, then the brand goes on. We're going to do it slowly. We're not going to. We recognize it is a big expense to change your logos and your brands. So we're doing it prudently. We're doing it slowly. We're doing it where we can. We're trying to be really fiscally responsible with taxpayers' money when it comes to that. So we're not rushing into anything.
And I think people have to also realize too is that when you start to rebrand things, it doesn't just happen overnight. Like it really does take. Like this is a process and an evolutionary process of like, I think they say that it takes about close to 5 years or something for everything to really get everybody to get used to it again. So I mean, like but I mean, like we do. I mean. Going through this whole branding process, it was like if anything came up out of the branding that didn't have to do with the lake, I'd be really kind of worried about this gentleman's, you know, qualifications because of course it would be the lake because that is what we're known for.
Well, you know, we really struggled with it. We had a really good, dedicated team of community members, business people involved, and there was no getting around it, folks. No. It's the lake. You know, it's why a lot of us live here and work here. It's, you know, our seasonal resident population. Yes. It's the tourists that come into this area. We couldn't get away from the lake, and we had to accept it was going to be a lake. What I'm really impressed with is how the business community and others have embraced this and are moving forward with it. And I'm not talking slowly. They're just You know, they're getting really involved, they're changing their logos, they're doing their promotions. You know, people are on board with this, and that's exciting. And that's a real big part of moving something like that forward, is you have to have your community behind it. And we really do on this one.
Absolutely. Overall, the positivity of it is great from the business community and people I talk to. They think it's really neat, and it's great even to see the change and see that the council is pushing forward. So, and the only other thing I've heard is with costs and expenses, with the sunshine list coming out, I know of people who don't understand a lot of the process sit and go, how can we be paying this much when look how much these people are being paid and all that.
So are you referring, when you talk about the sunshine list, to municipal employees or just generally? Well, throughout the whole business sector?
Well, yeah, they when they came around in the paper, they had that list of in the city who makes what.
Okay, so you know, you got to remember that some of those positions, you know, you've gone to school for 5, 6 years, 4. You've had tons of experience. And there is a shortage of that kind of labor, not just throughout Canada, Northwestern Ontario. You have to actually go out and headhunt those positions. They are very hard to fill. Skilled people like that, you have to pay them to attract them. You know, of course, you can, it's that dichotomy of people making so much and people making less. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not an economist. I guess that's what happens when you're in the business world and so.
You know what? It happens. I understand.
I did want to say that the couple of announcements this week. I was at Northern Ontario Municipal Association conference in Thunder Bay last week, and we had a couple of announcements. Kathleen Wynne, the Premier of Ontario, came out and announced that this province is going to step up and help to save the experimental lakes area for another year. So we have a bit of a reprieve there. The provincial government, Kathleen Wynne, again announced a $100 million infrastructure fund. Excellent. In addition to the fund that she announced earlier this year to help with our infrastructure costs. That's our roads and our bridges, which is really good news, especially for Northern Ontario, especially for Kenora. Yeah. We sat here and we've talked about our infrastructure deficit, in particular with regards to bridges. Yeah. So that was good news, and that's something we always work for. Mayor Dave Canfield, our own mayor, was elected president of the Northwestern Ontario Municipal Association, and Phil Vanette from the mayor of Red Lake is now the vice president. Nice. And I cannot think of two better people in the Northwest to lead that association.
That is fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah, for Mayor Dave and for us, because he's just a powerhouse, and so is Phil. Yeah. And they're starting to see things happen with that association. So a real lobby group. That's fantastic. Well, Sharon, thanks very much for coming on. You survived. I don't know. I survived, I should say. So, so thanks very much for coming on. It's always a pleasure. You should come back again. I will come back again, and thank you so much for having me. No problem. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring on Paula from Guys and Gals. Beautiful blue sky.
Our skies are changing. The pollution from our cars and trucks is a major cause of climate change. It could change life as we know it. Trees help by removing carbon dioxide, but our urban areas need more trees. By planting a few trees every year, you'll help keep our skies just the way they should be, clear and blue. Trees do their part. We must do ours.
GMK would like to thank Wind and Water Interiors for being a proud supporter of local television programming. Wind and Water Interiors, 326 2nd Street South.
Welcome back, everyone. Paula, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Very good. I see you've dressed for the occasion.
I have. Yes, we had a dress rehearsal last night, and here I am again, all dressed up.
There you go. So this is very exciting.
Yes, it is.
So tell us a little bit about what the performance is and where it is and what time and everything.
Sure. This is our annual spring concert with the guys and the gals. and it's on Wednesday and Friday of this week.
Okay.
7:30 in the evening at the Lakewood School Auditorium.
Oh, cool.
People can come out and buy some tickets at the door. They're $10 each.
Nice.
Oh, very, very good. Well, it's nice to see that Lakewood's getting some performances in before Lakewood is
Yes. No
gone.
more.
Yeah, that's right. We may have to be looking for another venue next year. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose.
So do you usually sell out with you when you do your performances and everything?
We have in the past. These years, we have had fewer people coming out, so we would encourage people to come out. I'd like to remind people that when you come to our performance, it's not just that you're getting entertained, but the proceeds that we get from the ticket sales go towards charities. And this year, we'll be putting the proceeds towards the hospital.
Nice.
Very good.
Every year in the springtime, we choose different charities. We've supported the museums, the Habitat for Humanity, all Triple Pet Play, all good local charities.
It is fantastic. How many years are you into this?
Well, actually, I first sang for Taddy when I was 10 years old in school.
Wow.
So that was just a few years ago, right?
Right.
Yeah. And Taddy actually first became the director of the G Clef Choir in 1966.
Okay, so Taddy
Is Catherine McLeod, our director.
Okay.
And the Music Men were also created in and about that time with Ernie Brose as the director. And then in 1974, the two choirs, the women and the men, joined to become the Guys and Gals.
Nice.
And we've been putting on annual performances ever since, for many, many years. So this is just another one of our performances.
That's so good. Nice.
And definitely a theme. You have a cowboy hat on.
Yes.
So there's definitely a theme here.
Well, we actually have two themes this year.
Okay.
So the first theme is kind of Annie Get Your Gun, plus some other songs, some modern songs. And then the second half is Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So I couldn't wear two costumes at once. So, I chose the first half
Well, you
costume.
could have dressed like this and then worn the Phantom mask.
I thought about it.
But I think that would have been a little too freaky. That is very cool.
That's really cool. So again, it's at Lakewood, but what days and the times?
Wednesday and Friday of this week, May 1st and May 3rd, 7:30 p.m. Tickets at the door. Come on out.
Excellent stuff. How many people are involved? How many people are the Guys and the Gals?
In the spring concerts, there are about 40, 45. We actually have more in the fall when we do our Christmas concerts. What we're finding is so many of us are traveling in the wintertime, so we don't have quite as many choir members at that time.
Absolutely. Well, it's a very busy time.
It is.
It is.
And speaking of traveling, if you are going to do some traveling today, it's raining, so just be a little bit careful on the road. So the Good Morning Kenora weather is brought to you by Casey's Grill and Bar. A high of 7 today, a low of 3, and Tracy's favorite, rain. Tomorrow, a high of 2, a low of -6, and some sunshine. Bit of a chill. And Thursday, a high of 4 and a low of -5 with some more sunshine. And this just in from the news desk, Tracy's favorite is sunshine. I'm sorry I incorrectly reported on that.
I'm just like, the rain is just a nice reprieve from like the snow. It gets us to our sunshine. It makes everything green and flourish and fresh and new and...
It's so true. It's so true.
That's what I like.
And if you have any comments for us, you can get a hold of us at goodmorningkenora@shaw.ca. And you can also check out our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/GoKenora. And just a couple of things here before we go. Tomorrow, remember, is the Plaza giveaway. So we'll post it up on Facebook. Make sure you get on there and be entered to win a lunch, which is very, very good. Yeah. So. And, Shrine Circus tickets as well. We have those to give away. And you can go onto our Facebook page. You can post some pictures of your darling children, because children and circuses, they go hand in hand. And you can be entered to win a pair of tickets for the 4:15 show. So,
there you go.
Yeah, got all that wrapped up. Paula, thanks very much for coming on and sharing.
Thank you for
letting me
come.
Good luck with your performances and everything.
Yeah, it's a really good time. You guys going to do something under the tent maybe in the summer?
No, typically we don't, but people can come again at Christmas time.
There you go.
Absolutely. Folks, enjoy the rain. It's a fabulous day outside.
Till tomorrow.
We will see you then.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
This episode of GMK was brought to you by Devil's Gap Marina, located at the end of Matheson Bay Road on beautiful Lake of the Woods and open all year round.